Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday. The S&P 500 was up 1.9% today. Turned out to be a really good green shirt day. This rally started essentially on Friday. Middle of the day, we hit a low point and then rallied all the way back up to positive on the S&P 500. If you look at what happened today, we just kind of continued along that same path and ended up with a really good day. So ongoing, we're going to have to see, is this a reversal of trend or just a short, jump in the opposite direction? And that'll have a lot to do with what's going to happen here over the next 5 or 6 days to see how this might play out. But the big catalyst that I see is that on that Friday point when it turned around, the stretch measures that we use looking to the downside there, it was really oversold. And it really just allowed itself to then be, pushed back up by the buyers because the sellers had kind of exhausted themselves for the most part. And so, again, we'll see how this plays out. Do the sellers come back in, when the market comes back up again and drive it back down? Do we get some bad news that creates that? So did get some good news today, talking about lowering the China tariffs, which might help with inflation, and talking really about what's happening with China's closed loops that they're using, where they have people living, on the port or living in the factory, and they aren't exposed then to others with the virus, but they're still able to, keep the ports running, keep the factory running. That might be a surprise to the upside to the market because the expectation was that we would have a pretty significant drop off in supply chain issues from China, and maybe it won't be as bad as everybody thought with these closed loops in place. So we'll see how that plays out. Inflation is going to be at the battle. Obviously, they're not going to be able to fight inflation just by raising interest rates. We have to get the supply side working, the ships, the ports, the trucking, the railroads, all the different things that we could possibly do to get more food on the shelves globally, actually, gas and oil and offsetting, what's going to happen with Russia, I think are going to be really important components to help out so the Federal Reserve doesn't have to, basically kill the economy trying to bring inflation back under control. So anyway, look forward to seeing what's going to happen tomorrow. Wouldn't be surprised to see a little downward movement or a little sideways movement just because we've had such a good run from middle of Friday to today. But love to see some continuation at some point during this week to the upside. So we'll see how this plays out. Should be interesting. Look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Thank you.